much do you think it would cost to remodel your bathroom this year? Quick answer, 20% more than last year. Just kidding, let's break it down. I'm Blake, and welcome back to Built by Becker. We talked about bathroom costs last year, but 2026, it's playing by a completely different set of rules. Inflation hit, sure, but there's a labor crisis that no one's really talking about that affects your budget. Plumbers are retiring faster than new ones can get licensed. Material lead times are sometimes unpredictable, and smart tech that used to be luxury, it's becoming a standard. So today, we're gonna break down what your money actually gets you in 2026 with real numbers, real timelines, and 3 specific budget tiers so you know exactly what to expect before you talk to a single contractor. But first, hit the like and subscribe button and don't miss any future breakdowns. And if you want to plan like a pro, check the link in my description. I have a few tools inside of my website that could possibly help you with your project. I'm breaking this down into 3 tiers: entry-level refresh, mid-range smart upgrade, and full luxury spa. Let's start with entry-level. Entry-level refresh, somewhere between $8,000 to $18,000. This is your cosmetic only update. No layout changes, no moving plumbing. You're working within the footprint you've already got, and you're making it look and function better without touching anything that makes water or electricity angry, if you know what I mean. So, what does this actually include? You're swapping out the vanity for a nice stock option from a big box store or a mid-tier supplier, replacing the toilet, maybe upgrading to a comfort height model, fresh paint on the walls, new tile, maybe just the shower surround, or an accent wall if your budget's tight, updating fixtures like faucets and lighting, and possibly a new mirror or medicine cabinet. The smart play at this level is to pick one wow element. It could be something as gorgeous as a statement mirror with built-in lighting, or maybe a killer accent tile that makes the whole space feel custom. You use that one piece to elevate everything else, and you keep the rest clean, functional, and simple. This tier is perfect for guest bathrooms, powder rooms, or if you just needed to look updated and move in ready. It's between $10,000 and $15,000 last year, but it's starting at $8,000 minimal because even cosmetic work requires permits in most places, and you still need licensed pros for everything else, including water and electric. No shortcuts there. And look, I get it. $8,000 for what feels like a facelift sounds like a lot. But you're not just paying for the vanity and the tile. You're paying for someone who knows how to properly waterproof, who can pull permits, and who won't leave you with a leak behind the walls that turns into a $30,000 problem 2 years from now. That's the value. Tier number 2. The mid-range smart upgrade, $18,000 to $35,000. This is the sweet spot for most primary bathrooms in 2026. And here's what changed, even from a year ago. Smart tech is no longer a luxury add-on at this level. It's becoming standard. We're talking digital shower controls where you set the exact temperature and it's consistent every single time. Smart mirrors with built-in defogging so that you're not wiping down glass after every shower. Motion sensor lighting that turns on when you walk in and adjusts the brightness based on the time of day. Beyond the tech, you're getting quality fixtures, custom tile work, not just builder gray white subway tile, but something with personality, possibly layout tweaks if it makes sense. Floating vanities that give you more visual space and easier cleaning. And the walk-in shower upgrades like rainfall shower head or handheld combo, those are all awesome as well. This is one of those where you might want to add heated floors, which in 2026 is one of the things that feels extravagant until you step on a warm tile floor on a January morning and realize it was worth every penny. Better ventilation is huge. A good exhaust fan prevents mold, keeps mirrors clear, and honestly extends the life of everything else in the bathroom. Now let's talk trends, because materials, they matter. 2026 looks like it's leaning into warm, earthy tones. Think terracotta, sandy beige, sage green, soft taupes. We're moving away from the stark white and gray of everything. I've mentioned that numerous times on the channel. People want bathrooms that feel calming, grounded, like a retreat. Textured tiles are making a big movement right now. 3-dimensional surfaces that add interest without being loud. And matte finishes over high gloss because they hide water spots better and they just feel more sophisticated. If you don't want to spend a lot, this is the bathroom that makes your friends ask, who did your remodel? It's one that feels high-end without requiring that you take a second mortgage. And in 2026, the right planning and a good contractor, you can absolutely nail this. Tier 3. The full luxury spa experience. Guys, $35,000 to $80,000. We're talking top tier. This is where money meets dreams. And frankly, this is where 2026 really flexes because the technology available now, well, it's getting wild. At this level, smart toilets aren't just heated seats and built-in bidets anymore. We're talking health monitoring. Yeah, your toilet can now track things and send data to an app, voice-controlled everything where you can literally tell your shower to turn on, set the temperature, start the steam function, and play your favorite playlist. That's right. Integrated sound systems that are hidden in the ceiling. Ambient lighting that shifts color temperature throughout the day to match your circadian rhythm. It's becoming a standard at this level. One of the biggest trends right now, curbless showers. These zero-edge walk-in showers, no lip, just a seamless transition from bathroom floor to shower. They look incredible, they're easier to clean, and they're more accessible for aging in place. But they're not cheap. Expect to add on $1,000 to $3,000 or more just for the specialized drainage and subfloor modifications to require it to work. Freestanding sculptural tubs are everywhere in luxury bathrooms right now. Not your grandma's clawfoot tub. We're talking modern designs that look like art pieces. Natural stone everything. Marble, travertine, honed limestone, custom vanities that look more like high-end furniture than bathroom cabinets. Imported tiles, premium waterproofing systems that guarantee you'll never have an issue. The thing about this tier is that the ROI is lower. You're looking at 45 to 55% return when you sell your home. But people who invest aren't doing this for resale value. They're doing it because they want to walk into a bathroom that feels like a 5-star hotel experience every morning. And that's their priority. And if you got the budget, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let's talk about smart budgeting. Now you've identified your tier, and I'm going to give you some budget tips that apply to any of them. First rule, build in a 15 to 20% buffer, not 10 like it used to be. Things are more unpredictable now. Supply chain hiccups still happen. Hidden issues pop up during demo. That kind of buffer keeps you from losing sleep when the unexpected inevitability shows up. Where should you splurge? Shower tile and fixtures. You use these every single day. This is not where you want to budget. Waterproofing systems, spend the money on the good stuff. A quality membrane like Schluter or RedGuard costs more upfront, but it prevents catastrophic problems down the road. Proper ventilation, a strong exhaust fan prevents mold and protects everything that you've invested in. Where can you save? Decorative tile, use it strategically as an accent, not everywhere. You don't need hand-painted artisan tiles on every surface. Hardware, faucets and drawer pulls, you can find great looking options at mid-tier prices. Flooring, if it's gonna be mostly covered by rugs or a vanity anyway. And the big one, keep your existing layout if you can. Moving a toilet sounds simple until you realize it involves rerouting drain lines, which means opening walls, floors, which means more labor, more money, and the costs just climb. If your current layout works, don't mess with it. Overall, the tip I can give you for this year specifically is to order your materials before construction starts. Custom vanities, glass shower enclosures, all these things that have long lead times so that you don't have to wait until the demo is done to order. Your project is stalled for a month or two if you get behind on these type of things. Obviously, make sure your contractor is on top of this to plan ahead. We do have that checklist and the project management checklist in the link if you want to check it out on our website. Last thing, the tech question, because everyone wants to know. Is smart bathroom tech actually worth it in 2026? Let me give you my take. Smart mirrors run around $1,000 to $2,000, but they replace both your mirror and your lighting upgrade, so it kind of evens out. The defogging feature alone, I feel like it's worth it. Now, digital shower systems, these can go from $2,000 to $6,000 if you're doing a mid-range or luxury primary bath. I'd say they're worth it because, it's nice to be able to control things exactly, but that's a personal preference. It's a bonus that's worth it. Now, don't add a smart toilet to a budget refresh. It's overkill. The rule is simple. Don't add tech just because it exists. Add it because it solves a real problem in your bathroom. So yeah, bathroom budgets in 2026 are higher, and that's just the reality. But if you plan smart, work with the right professionals, and know which tier fits your goals and your budget, you can get incredible results. If this was helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know which tier you're aiming for. And if you got a bathroom horror story, come on, I want to hear about it. I read every single one, and honestly, some of them are crazier than I can even imagine, and they outdo the ones that I've come across in my time. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.